What's up, poet? Get that shit, shy boy. Dig deep.
Good morning. Service is about to start. Now, I might touch on those commandments that number 10, but for the most part, I am going to talk about that gravest of sins. Men lying with men, girls on girls. I like to watch, but you're still going to hell. And please don't tell that I buy what you sell on your OnlyFans. I mean, the first word in man of God is still man. And even though homosexuality wasn't even mentioned in the original text, the most recent translation refers to it as an abomination. So I'm going to just go with that. Brainwash folks into believing that their natural attraction is worse than the satisfaction that some adults get from touching kids, or all the dead babies that were hid under nunneries in earlier centuries because consensual sex between two adults is bad. Unless, of course, it's your mom and dad, although she was underage and pregnant when they married. But since we don't bury babies anymore, and your grandparents didn't want people calling your mother a whore, here you are. Your parents are celebrating another anniversary while trying to hide side chick number 33 and yet another mysterious hospital visit. But let me get back to my sermon and my concern with your lack of discernment when it comes to your unhealthy desires. How dare you be attracted to someone who can use the same public restroom? The Bible says a bride for every groom, or something like that. I know for a fact that my sleeping around on my spouse will not keep me from entering the house of the Lord, but you're going to hell. Because some dude who intentionally changed the words in the Bible said so. And no, I don't read Greek or Aramaic. I couldn't tell you what the original text stated, but King James said that anybody who isn't straight will be turned away at heaven's gates, so I believe him. And I know he wrote about demons and probably had sex with his cousins, but I was raised on his word. And it is absolutely absurd to think that someone in royalty would abuse their power by lying to them. We're just going to gloss over the parable, skip the Beatitudes. Instead, we'll talk about how rude it is for two men to hold hands in front of my kids. And I know what the Bible says about judgment, but there are exceptions to every rule. And it's just not cool for two women to be together. And you're supposed to stay the gender you were assigned at birth forever. The Bible says so. Somewhere, I think. Hell, I need a drink. Can't think. Damnation. Yeah. You are an abomination. That's where I was. Even though Jesus said nothing about it and it's not one of the commandments, it's still worse than all the kids laid out in a hearse at the hands of their parents, or all the kids who know more about sex at the age of 6 than they do their colors or their alphabets. Serial killers can be forgiven as long as they are repenting. Rapists will do just fine as long as they take the time to fast and pray. But on Judgment Day, Heaven's gate will be closed to all you rainbow folks. You will never wear the cloak of righteousness, never be blessed unless you deny yourself and follow me. I mean Christ, the one who gave his life for every sin under the sun, except, of course, for that one, where you do absolutely no one any harm. But this version of the book says that you're wrong. So I'm going to just keep singing that song until my last breath, or until there's no one left to listen to my message of love, which some say sounds a lot like hate now. Service is almost over. Y'all go ahead and pass the collection plate.